We're live.
What is up, Drama Alert Nation? Wait, fuck, wrong show. What's up, Metalheads? This is Alex Omega here, starting you off on a Sunday night stream for Full Metal Trivia. I believe this is match number 16, if the title card is correct. If not, I miscounted, but who cares? We are here tonight with an all-star panel of contestants. First, I want to throw it to the fellow members of my hosting team. With me tonight, who's going to help asking questions, keeping time, and just overall keeping everyone happy and funny, the Stand Man, Sandy Robinson. Sandy, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Alex. I'm so happy to be here. This is going to be a great match. We got some pretty big personalities in this match. I'm looking forward to see if their knowledge matches. So let's get going.
I hope so as well. And with us behind the scenes, acting as the third judge if needed, and mostly just keeping everything running smoothly, our resident Canadian nightmare, Harley Quinn himself, the master of porgs, Mark Boric. Mark, how's it going tonight?
Pretty good. I love this stellar lineup we've got here. We've got some new guys, some old, and some old faces.
All right. Now, that being the case, let's run down the line here and let's see who's all here tonight. I'm going to start off with the player who I currently have next to me on the cam marking. That would be the professor himself, Zack Ford. Zack, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to make my debut. I am rebranded. I am now the Gonzo, the great Gonzo.
Oh, well.
We can go Professor Gonzo. I like that. I'm excited to be
I think we got a keeper. All right. All right. And then next to him on my camera side is TM Smith. Tim, how you doing tonight?
Oh, pretty good. Just back for another round, you know. So it's great to play as always, Alex. I'm always glad to be here.
Hey, let's be fair. You've been getting some progress in these rounds. Maybe tonight you'll crack the final round. Who knows? All right. Next on the docket, another player making his return, looking for a win tonight, Malcom Goldie Lay. Malcom, how's it going?
Pretty good. Just really looking for that win. So, yeah.
All right. And next to him is another debuting player for this league, John Worbel, Mark's tag team partner, and There Will Be Trivia. John, how's it going?
I'm doing all right. You know, I'm looking forward to get some questions wrong, probably some questions right. Well, hopefully more right.
Well, everyone hopes that. Let's see if it happens. And next, I'm going to skip to the other debuting player here today, a man we've been looking to get into this league for a little while now, and he's finally here, Dan Skip Allen. Dan, how's it going?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to have this opportunity to destroy some people.
Well, we're looking forward to it. We've been wanting you here for a while, and we finally got you. Hopefully you'll give us a good show. And finally tonight, the man who just woke up, and Friday night, if you count that match, victorious in his first ever call-out, Henry Sanchez himself. Henry, how's it going?
You know, we'll see if I keep both eyes open. I'm a little tired.
Well, hopefully we'll be kind to you. If not, my screaming will hopefully keep you awake.
You got boring guys like Zack on the panel, so I'll try my hardest to.
Whoa! I'm a new member of your crew. You can't.
I know you're the new guy. I gotta bully you a little bit. I gotta haze you.
Well, with the introductions out of the way, I think it's time we just get right into the action here, folks. In round one works like this. Very similar to most trivia shows, contestants will be given 8 questions, 15 seconds to respond by answering them by writing down their answer on a whiteboard. When time is up, pens go down. Then each contestant will be called upon in sequence to give us their answers. 1 point for each correct answer. No penalty if you miss a question. You are allowed, in total, up to 2 repeats per question for the entire panel. If you call for a repeat, we immediately move into a 5 count, just to keep the match moving along. After the first round, the player with the top score gets an advantage going into round 2, and the players with the lowest scores will be eliminated. Before I start, does anyone have any questions?
Dunzo, finito, gotta go. Adios.
All right, then let's get this show on the road and find today's one player to rule them all. Round 1 is a go, and I'm going to start off with the first question.
Thumbs up, let's do this.
All right, your first category in round 1 comes in comedy. What type of candy bar is mistaken for feces at a swimming pool in 1980's Caddyshack? Honestly, one of the greatest sports and comedy movies of all time. Sandy, what do you think about it?
Oh, you got to be kidding me. I mean, it's an absolute classic comedy. So
maybe
5, 4.
Caddyshack 2 is fantastic too.
I've only seen this once.
1. Mark gets kicked out. Exactly that comment.
I can run your stuff.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start with Dan.
I think I might have this wrong, but I'm going to go for Baby Ruth.
That is correct. Nice pull.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Let's go to Zach.
I got Baby Ruth.
Correct as well. Malcolm.
I put Snickers.
Not a bad guess, but the nuts are in the wrong spots in that bar. John.
That's what she said.
I guessed as well. I put Snickers.
Okay. And Tim?
I could have sworn it was Snickers, but I was
Okay.
wrong.
And finally, Henry.
I had the weird cousin of Baby Ruth's Paydays.
Oh, another good guess.
Man, I want a payday right now.
All right. Let's move on to question number 2 in the category of horror thriller. Okay. Question. What is the name of the little girl who is kidnapped into a supernatural realm in Poltergeist? Jeremy's starting off with some hot 80s questions today. I kind of appreciate that.
Stupid name.
All the movies I've only seen once.
5, 4, 3, 2, pens down.
All right. Once again, we're going to start with Dan.
I probably got it wrong. I put Jennifer.
Incorrect.
Let's
On
see how many
Zack.
generic names. I have Anna because I don't know the characters in anything.
No, that's incorrect. Malcolm.
I had Katie.
Okay. Incorrect as well. John.
I took a guess. I put Emily.
Nope, that's incorrect as well. Tim.
Yeah, I had Emily Rose. So
Okay. And Henry.
Mary?
Come on. Nobody knows. Carol Ann, don't go into the light. Carol Ann.
No.
Everyone
I think
got that.
Apparently not.
I got it. I had it. I watched the movie, but I just couldn't pull it.
All right. Well, now we're going to get out of the 80s into a more recent film in the category of animated.
that was totally
Okay. Next question. Category is animated movies. The character Puss in Boots was introduced in which of the Shrek films? Unpopular opinion, Puss in Boots, not a big fan of the character.
Antonio Banderas rolled with that role.
5,
Got 3 movies out of it.
3, 2, and pens down.
All right. Once again, we're going to start with Dan.
I have Shrek 2.
That is correct. All right. Moving on to Zach.
Yeah, Shrek 2.
Correct as well. Malcolm?
I also have Shrek 2.
Okay. John?
Same thing. Shrek 2.
Tim?
I just wrote down the second movie. Is that fine, or did you need Shrek in front of it?
I'll give it to him.
I think that it's right.
Yeah,
It's the second
yeah,
movie.
we'll take it. We'll
You said
take it.
which? You said which Shrek movie?
Which
That's
Shrek
fair.
film. Yeah, that's fair. And Henry?
Shrek 2.
All right, that's awesome. Everyone got a point that round. Makes up for the Carol Ann question. Moving on. Category number 4 is the category of action adventure. Question. In which film are Sylvester Stallone and a group of people trapped underground in a New York tunnel?
This would be my worst nightmare, man. Claustrophobic with a bunch of people. I would just start hulking out on everybody.
Oh, I thought you were going to say trapped with Sylvester Stallone.
No.
I would love to be trapped inside Sylvester Stallone.
I wouldn't mind it, actually. 5, 4.
We share the same birthday.
Can you get a repeat?
Yeah, I'll give that a repeat. In which film are Sylvester Stallone and a group of people trapped underground in a New York tunnel?
5, 4, 3, 2, and pens down.
All right. And once again, we're going to start with Dan.
Oh, me? I was just blanking and guess. Cliffhanger. I know it's wrong. But
Tim, okay. And on to Henry.
Yeah, I didn't have any. I didn't have a funny
Okay.
guess.
Okay, over to Dan.
I got Squadish.
Okay. Zach?
I think this is a Stallone movie. Cobra.
It is a Stallone movie. It's not the correct answer. And Malcolm?
I had Blankboard.
Okay. And John?
I couldn't pull it out. I've definitely seen it on TV, but
Daylight, guys.
Okay.
Daylight.
The 1996 classic Daylight.
Hey,
Ah.
don't quit throwing out words like classic out there
Yeah,
so
I know.
freely.
All right.
Easy on that
Hopefully,
term.
hopefully we get a repeat of what happened last time everyone missed a question with this next one. The category is Okay, shit, forget what I said. Category scores and soundtracks. Question is, what Ryan Gosling film features the songs Night Call and A Real Hero?
Oh.
We can all get this.
Sandy, you like that Ryan Gosling? You think he's hot? You think he's the best stuff ever?
I liked him when he was earlier, when he was doing more comedic stuff, when he was a kid, a child actor and stuff like
Earlier,
that.
Remember the Titans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the guy from my hometown.
He was too much a liability.
I only like
fair,
Mickey Mouse Club Gosling. After Mickey Mouse Club, he went downhill.
To be fair, this movie made me a huge fan of him. Pens are down, and we're going to go ahead, and once again, we'll start with Tim this time.
Yeah, you're probably gonna hate me for this one. I wrote down Gangster Squad.
That is incorrect. On to Henry.
Drive.
That is correct. Dan?
I got it wrong. I put Blue Valentine.
Not a bad guess, but no.
That's Grizzly Bear.
It's not a great guess.
I got Drive.
Correct. Malcolm?
It's not La La Land, so I put Crazy Stupid Love.
Oh my god.
Okay. And finally, John.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was gonna put La La Land, but I knew that was wrong.
Okay.
Zach, I guess we're geniuses.
Yeah.
I thought that was a softball.
Okay. Now, this one should hopefully be the redeeming category for a couple of people. Category is comic book movies.
All right.
Oh, that's so.
All right.
I am a nerd. I know comic book movies.
All right. What is the name of Scarecrow's alter ego in Batman Begins? To be fair, if you've ever read a comic book that features Batman, you should know this answer.
Is the last name fine, or we need the first name too? Can we go Dr. Blank?
I'll take that or the full name, last name or full name. You kind of partly gave it away with Doctor, but that's fine. I'll allow that.
I think
Yeah, to save my own butt.
3, 2, and pens down.
All right. All right. This time, I'm going to start with Malcolm.
Jonathan Crane.
Correct.
It was Jonathan. Damn it, I shouldn't have said
All right.
Doctor then.
We'll move on to John.
I was thinking through the Gotham show, and I couldn't pull it out.
Okay. Now over to Tim.
Dr. Crane. I just couldn't think of the first name, but
That's
Dr.
cool.
Crane.
We'll give you Dr.
You're welcome.
Crane.
You're welcome, Tim.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, Henry. So
I was thinking Jonathan Crane, but I'm like, maybe that's a guy I know, so I'm Dr. Crane.
All right. Dan.
Thanks, Henry. Dr. Crane.
And Zach.
I messed up the name. I wrote Craven. That's in the same sound.
That is a the
Spider-Man.
hunter. Yeah,
Spider-Man.
the hunter.
Craven the Hunter.
Okay.
All right. 2 questions to go. Your next question is in the category of sports films. What sport is depicted in the films Teen Wolf 2 and When We Were Kings?
Nice.
Once again, going back to the 80s with some deep cuts here. If you can't tell, it's kind of obvious when reading our questions what decade Jeremy was a big fan of.
5.
Can you repeat the question?
I just look at Jeremy's hairline and remember.
Jeremy, if you're watching, I think you did that on purpose. All right. Repeat of the question was called.
Yep.
What sport is depicted in the films Teen Wolf 2 and When We Were Kings?
5.
no, yeah, just the second one.
I was making sure it was When We Were Kings.
3,
I don't know that movie.
2, and pens down.
Pens are down. Once again, we're going to start off with Malcolm.
Basketball.
Oh, not correct. That's the original Teen Wolf, but
Damn it.
yeah. All right, on to John.
That's what I put too. Basketball. I was thinking the first one.
Tim?
Yeah, I had basketball as well.
All right. Henry?
I originally had football and changed it to basketball like a jerk.
All right, on to Dan.
When We Were Kings is the key in this question.
Yeah, well, I thought When We Were Kings is about boxing, so I put boxing.
That is correct.
Okay.
And Zach.
I wrote soccer.
Okay. All right. And now.
Someone's showing their age.
All of us?
Dan.
Your final question here in round 1. Category is actors and actresses. Question. Which actress from TV's Friends starred in Romy and Michelle's High School Reunion and Lucky Numbers?
I shouldn't even give you guys a 15 count on this.
Actually, from the look of it, they might need the 15 count. A couple of them.
5, 4.
Give it go with a repeat.
Yeah.
All right. Question is again, which actress from TV's Friends starred in Romy and Michelle's high school reunion and Lucky Numbers?
Thank you, Henry. I need that repeat.
5, 4,
Know the name too.
3,
I just can't pull it right now.
2, and pens down.
Yeah, it took me a second.
All right. So once again, this round we will start with Malcolm.
It's Lisa Kudrow.
That is correct.
Couldn't think of her name.
All right, John,
I put Jennifer Aniston just because I couldn't think of her name.
okay.
It was like, why not?
Tim.
I knew it was Phoebe, but I couldn't think of the actress's name.
Okay. Henry.
Same. I just scribbled down Jennifer Aniston just to pull out my butt, but yeah.
Dan.
No, I knew Malcolm got it. As soon as I heard him say it, I knew he had it.
All right. And Zach, were you able to pull it?
Yeah, I got Lisa Kudrow.
All right. That is perfect. So that is the end of round 1, folks. And here is how our scores are looking. I'll get the other judges to confirm it. But currently, we have a tie for first place after the first round. Dan and Zach both have 4 points apiece. So they will each be getting an advantage going into round 2. Following close behind are Malcolm and Henry, each with 3. Tim has 2, and John with 1 lone point.
Yep.
So on that note, John, you put up a good show for your first time, but unfortunately, 1 point's not going to get you into round 2. You are eliminated from the match. You're happy to stick around on the live stream with us with your mic muted to watch along, but unfortunately, your night for scoring points ends here.
All right. Good luck, guys.
All right.
Game, John.
Going today, man. Don't worry about the scores.
We'll get you back in the ring sometime soon, hopefully, to get you a chance to make that up.
Yeah.
On that note, though, let's move into round 2. Round 2 works like this. I have a random number generator app on my phone. And what I'm going to do is, in this instance, I'm going to have a category field from 1 to 9. What'll happen is I'm going to go down the line with each player and get numbers from each of you from 1 to 9. Zach and Dan, since you both have the lead after round 1, you're going to each pick 2 numbers. Everyone else will pick 1, and then we'll run the random number generator. If your number comes up, you get to select the category we play in round 2. But if the number no one chose comes up, you have to suffer through Jeremy's secret category. And trust me, he's got a fun one tonight. So,
You say that every time.
oh, this one's extra fun. Trust me.
Fun for you guys, not us.
Let's go ahead and since Dan and Zach are both making debuts tonight, I'm going to get them to take turns. Dan, I'm going to start by getting your first number between 1 and 9.
I've had a lot of luck with the number 5, so I'm going to take number 5.
Okay. Zach, you pick the next number.
4.
Dan, pick another number.
Another good number for me is number 2.
And Zach, pick another number.
3. Take
Okay. So next, I'm going to get Malcolm to pick a number.
2.
2's already been taken.
Way to pay attention, Malcolm.
1.
Number 1. Okay. Then Henry.
7.
And Tim, you get to pick either 8 or 9.
Well, there's also 6 available, isn't there?
Oh, 6 is available, so you can choose 6 or 8, actually. I miscounted.
It's okay, Alex. I still love you. Let's go number 6.
All right. So on that note, if number 8 comes up on my random number generator, we have to get the secret category.
Kind of
I am running. All right. And on that note, it is number 7.
Yes, that's me.
Henry gets to pick the category. He wins the lottery round.
What are my
So, Henry,
options?
Secret
Here
category.
Well, here's your options for
Shush.
this match. Sandy will administer the questions, but I'll read the options just because I've already got them up. Your options for the round are actors playing actors, Spielberg movies,
Oh, sorry.
animal movies,
Jesus Christ.
Lord of the Rings,
Oh, boy.
sexy movies,
What the F?
or the secret category.
And remember, if you
My
pick
sexy movie.
Go to secret category. Jesus.
That would only be 5. What are the other?
Henry, keep it sexy. Keep it sexy.
Those are the categories we have tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
Spielberg.
Actors playing actors, I guess. The other one.
Okay.
And I'm definitely not doing the C category because I hate Jeremy's face and I hate seeing that smile when this gets picked.
Can you explain that category? Can you explain it?
Yep. The category of actors playing actors is categories with questions about movies featuring actors playing other actors or other people in Hollywood.
So do musicians count or no?
Musicians, I do not believe count. No.
Unless they were actors and musicians.
I'm going to hand this over to Sandy to administer the questions in actors playing actors. Much like the first round, it's 4 questions, which you will answer by whiteboard, and the highest scores after the round will move on. Top 3 scores will move on to the final round after this. Sandy, you've got the con. Take it away.
Thanks, buddy. All right, guys, you're all ready for your first question in actors playing actors. Your question is, what 2015 film had actors portraying screen legends John Wayne, Kirk Douglas, and Edward G. Robinson? I screwed up there a little bit. I'll just repeat that one for you guys. Okay?
Yeah, free repeat.
What 2015 film had actors portraying screen legends John Wayne, Kirk Douglas, and Edward G. Robinson? I love this movie, by the way.
Yeah. It's actually a really fun movie when you sit down and watch it.
Yeah.
You kind of got to get yourself in the mindset to watch a movie of this type, but when you do, it's really good.
5, 4, 3, 2, and pens down.
All right. This time we'll go ahead and start off with Dan.
I didn't get it, guys.
Okay. On to Zach.
Trumbo.
Correct.
That is correct. Malcolm.
I got no idea. I just wrote True Grit.
Okay. Henry.
I didn't even have a guess. I was like, Hail Caesar was last year, so that was the only one I could even think of.
And Tim.
Yeah, I was thinking Trombo, but I couldn't pull the name. As soon as he said it was like, fuck.
I do that too.
Sorry, even though it's because I love that trailer and I wanted to see that movie, and it's like, I loved it more than Hail Caesar, actually.
All right, so we're going to move on to question 2 in actors playing actors. Your question is, who played Ava Gardner in Martin Scorsese's The Aviator?
Man, I'm regretting the crap out of this.
You should have taken the secret category for Jeremy's sake.
No, I should have won Lord of the Rings.
Nah.
I don't think they would have been too hard.
4, 3, 2, and pens down, please.
Changed my answer. I hope it didn't hurt.
Once again, let's start off with Dan.
I think I got it wrong. I think it's our vampire woman, but I forgot her name. But I put Gwen Stefani instead.
Oh.
Incorrect.
Incorrect. On to Zach.
I bet Amy Adams.
Nope.
Oh, yep. Malcolm.
I might be wrong here, but I put Kate Blanchett.
That is incorrect.
Yep.
She played
She was in
Catherine
the
Hepburn,
movie.
right?
She played Hepburn,
Hepburn.
but not Gardner. On to Henry
Yeah, I didn't have a guess.
and Tim.
I was gonna put Kate
Beckinsale.
Winslet, but I wrote Kate Hudson instead of Kate
Ah.
Winslet for a guess.
Kate
Kate,
Beckinsale.
wrong
And it was
one.
Kate Beckinsale was the answer.
Yeah.
You.
All right.
Got it right there.
All right. No points in that one. Sandy,
She's
let's move
pretty.
on to the next one.
You got it.
Shoot.
Question number 3. In what film does Ben Affleck play George Reeves, star of TV's Superman?
Oh my gosh.
You know what's funny? Up until recently, I totally forgot that he played Superman. So part of me is like, he's played Superman, he's played Batman. If only we can get him in a Wonder Woman costume.
I know. Be the Holy Trinity.
That's a different movie. That is a different movie.
5, 4, 3, 2, and pens down, please.
All right. Let's switch this up and start off with Tim.
I have no idea. I didn't even bother to guess. I literally
Okay.
have no idea.
On to Henry.
Yeah, I don't even have a guess. Wow.
Okay. Malcolm.
Hollywoodland.
That is correct. Zach?
Yeah, Hollywoodland.
All right. And Dan?
Hollywoodland.
Correct as well. All right.
All right, me and Tim are going to be out.
Yep.
Question and last question in this awesome round. What? All right, hold on. Faye Dunaway plays what famous actress in the 1980 camp classic Mommy Dearest?
One of the most quotable bad line reads in cinema history is in this movie, and I absolutely just love it.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the category, Henry. You helped me out.
Yeah. This was a terrible set of categories, so this was a stupid round.
You mean a great set of categories?
No, man, this was a terrible set. There wasn't even a good option out there.
Pens down. Let's start off with Tim.
I have no clue.
All right, moving on to Henry.
This was a trash category.
Malcolm.
I put Mae West.
Incorrect.
Nope. Zach.
Joan Crawford.
Correct.
That is correct.
My mom would shout "No wire hangers." I'm like, don't make jokes about child abuse, Mom.
And Dan.
Joan Crawford.
Correct. All right. So that is the end of round 2. And yeah, Henry, I don't think you should have picked this category because after round 2, Henry and Tim have both been eliminated. Henry,
I didn't even write anything.
Your score is staying at 3. Tim, your score stayed at 2. But you both put up a good show here, so.
No, we didn't.
All right. Well, at least you're honest. So you two are happy, again, to stick around with your mics muted, watch the rest of the match. But to go into the next round, we have Zach in the lead with 7 points. Dan is currently at 5, and Malcolm has 4. These are your final 3 for the night. So those scores right now, they don't mean anything because round 3 works like this. We are going back to the same format of round 1, except this is shoot till you miss. If a competitor misses a question that another competitor answers correctly, they are eliminated. And we will continue on until only one player is left standing. So with that said, we have our final 3 tonight. Let's see which one of them will rule them all for the night. Sandy, take it away with round 3.
All right. So round 3, like Alex says, is going to be shoot till you miss. I'm going to ask the first question. We're going to switch off and on. Alex is going to answer the second question and so on until we have ourselves a winner. Your first question is in sudden death is in the category of animated. Cats Don't Dance and A Troll in Central Park were released in which decade?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
I'll just say this. It seems like everyone that would have got this question right away is already been eliminated.
5, 4, 3, 2, and pens down, please.
All right, Zach, you're in the lead. Let's start with you.
90s.
Correct.
Correct. Dan?
I got 70s.
Oh, and Malcolm?
Zack, you in, because I put the 40s.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen,
The guy saying cats don't dance in theaters.
Professor Gonzo Zack Ford, your winner for tonight's Full Metal Trivia.
40s.
Zach, as promised, you put up a good show in your debut match. How does it feel to collect a win in your very first Full Metal match?
It feels great. This win goes out to my mom, who took me to every animated movie in the 90s possible and shouted jokes about child abuse like no wire hangers at me when I was young.
Okay, all right. Good to know the personal story there, but that is good. All right. So for that note, Sandy, you have any comments on how the match played out? Anything you want to add?
You know what? I thought everybody did well. Second round, that was just a choice, and it ended up being a wrong choice. But I think everybody did their best, and we want you guys to come back. It was a fun match. I liked it. Everybody played well. So thanks so much for being here, and hopefully we see you guys in the future.
All right. And before I get you to cut the stream, before I close this out, Mark, as our guy behind the scenes, do you have anything you want to add?
No, not really. Good performance by everyone. Tough questions. I know you guys will get them next time. And congrats to knowing the Cats Don't Dance, seeing it in the theaters. I did the same thing.
All right. So on that note, we are going to go ahead and wrap things up here this evening. As always, I want to thank anyone who's tuned in live. And if you are watching live, give us a like, give us a comment, share this video around if you feel like it. Check us out on Facebook if you haven't already seen us live before. We are at Full Metal Trivia. Soon we will be moving our matches over to the brand new Worldwide Movie Games channel, where hopefully, along with all the other content, we're going to give you a lot of awesome stuff to see week in. That being said, for everyone involved tonight, Henry Sanchez, Dan Allen, John Worbel, Malcom Lay, TM Smith, and our winner, Zack Ford, my co-hosts, Mark Boric and Sandy Robinson. I'm Alex Omega Worden, and we will see you next time on Full Metal Trivia. Goodbye!